Check our levels.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all ages, faiths, and sizes. It's time, once again, to circle the wagons, because the Coon Prairie Ramblers are in the house. Yeah, that's where we talk about this and that, this and that. And to help us do that, we got Luke, the rebel one out of Clue.
Living large.
And me, the amiable, affable man about town, lovable, adorable, fleet of foot, debonair,
Fleet of
urbane.
mouth. Smart feller.
Hey, you're precluding. Okay. Me, Melman from Melville. And we got Jasperado
From?
Jesterville.
So
The
close.
T.
Circleville?
Jesterville.
Circleville's in Ohio.
It's
And we got
somewhere.
Fuzzball McRambler over there.
He said your name is Cue Ball now.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
He's
You didn't
hairball.
get his name right.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. What I said
No.
Fuzzball.
No. It's
Furball.
hairball.
Hairball McRambler.
Hairball. Yeah.
Cue Ball. Cue Ball. Cue Ball. You hear him?
Golly.
Yeah. Poor little guy. You see, he got him so upset he's
He's
hanging
moving
from
you
the.
now.
Yeah. He's,
Yeah,
He's up a
Kiss
tree.
that one time.
he's hanging around now.
Up a tree. Yeah.
I don't know.
Up a tree without a paddle.
Anyway,
Anyway, what's happening here? What's that? What's on first?
we got the intro. Now we got to do the toast.
toast.
If you're all
Yes.
ready, hold on,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, friends, Roman and countrymen, hark and lend us your ear. In fact, lend us both of them. Now's the time for Toastmaster Mel to impart to all his pearls of wisdom, also known as the Melba Toast.
Yeah. And here's for Thanksgiving. It's around the table that friends understand best the warmth of being together. May every day be more happy. I messed up. May every day bring more happiness than yesterday.
Is that supposed to rhyme?
I don't know. Toast don't need to rhyme.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Anyway.
Poor little Toast is looking around, wondering who's talking
Toast,
about
Toast.
me.
Yeah, her dog named Toast is in the house.
Melba toast.
We were taking so long earlier, she started snoring. Mel accused me of having a squeaky pen. I was like, no,
Yeah.
Toast is snoring.
Is that what that was?
Toast has sleep apnea.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got your little horn, your little,
Yeah, somewhere. Where is
it's
it?
out in the car, ain't it?
No, it's in my house. It's in my pants.
It's in your house pants?
Check, please.
All
There
right.
we go.
Check, please.
There we go. Key of E.
Get it right this
Yeah, I
time.
got it right. It's time for the happy birthday. Has anybody got a birthday out there? Okay, we'll find out.
Not me.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Happy birthday, all you wonderful people out there.
That's not so sweet.
Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
More. And to all you unbirthday people, too.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Birthday's out of the way. What's next? It's time for the word of the week. The word of the week, also known as the wow. Are y'all ready for the wow?
I'm ready.
All right, drum roll, please, little drummer boy. That was better than last week, boy. There was a delay there. You couldn't find your sticks or something. Anyway, our WOW, wow, word of the week is that we're going to try to use throughout the broadcast, and we're going to try to incorporate into your vocabulary as well. The word is flummox.
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 That sounds like something with the
Flummox. I know it doesn't sound like an ailment. It ought to be a pill for it.
It is. It's a
flummox.
mental ailment.
To cure the flummox.
Yeah,
I got a case of the flummox.
yeah, I got a flummox coming.
Well, we do a lot of flummoxing here amongst ourselves. Mm-hmm. You got what coming? Down the hall to the right. Get out of here. In case you have an accident. Flummox means to confuse a lot. So if you're confusing somebody, you're flummoxing them.
If you're confusing, you're losing, man.
Confusing.
I don't know. It's like this whole station right here, this whole section, and we're all very flummoxed.
I think we're high because they're painting the place in here.
It is very smelly. That is
We're
true.
sucking in the paint fumes or
Just think
something.
what your boogers gonna look like afterward.
Even Hairball's getting a little crazy. He's over there hanging on the microphone.
He is. He's just hanging on now.
All right, that is the word of the week. The wow. What now? Kemosabi?
I did take Biscuit to chemotherapy. Thank you so much.
Oh,
yes. She went today. It was not the greatest of news, so not in that great of a mood today. But
Did you get
anyway.
a good prognosis or
Well, we don't have to talk about that. If you don't want to.
No,
Okay.
it's just not that great. Anyway, we're on rescue therapy at this point, so we'll see how it goes.
do they have a hospice for dogs?
I don't think they do. That could be a thing we could invest in or start early.
Make
is
$1 million.
hospice for dogs. I saw the other day on, I think it was like Facebook, they had a video of where this person went through the neighborhood and they'd pick up all the dogs. And it was like a dog walking service, except the dogs would get on the bus, they'd go to the house, and the dogs were waiting out in the driveways, and they'd just get on the box, they'd strap them in, and they just have a good time.
Take them on
Somebody
tour.
that
huh?
would be a great job for me. My nerves would go.
Well, they
No.
were all very well-behaved dogs,
Yeah.
so they were like at least 10
Yeah,
or
but
so on this
well,
bus.
You can't keep them from crossing their lines and their ropes and their,
Yeah, well, the thing about dogs, usually when it gets in the car, it just sits in that one spot because it wants to go,
You put shock
they
collars
want to
on them.
go. Toast wants to always sit in my lap. Biscuit will sit next to me. They have their little spots. They like to see out the windows and stuff, too. They like to go. Know where you're going. Toast will sit there near the air conditioned vent. She sniffs really heavy, and she knows where we're going based on what she sniffs and the way I'm turning. She's so funny. Yeah, uh-huh. She
Weird.
smells home.
yeah.
It's
No
pretty
place
neat.
like home.
Did she say home?
Yeah, home.
Hey,
She has
'cause you're-
different motions for different places.
Yeah, she's not flummoxed about where she's going.
Oh,
That's right. I used it in the first segment. Take that.
Oh,
All of you.
okay.
And don't be flummoxed because we do need people to send in our email. We haven't gotten anything in our email here lately at Coon Prairie Ramblers
Or ever.
at
we shouldn't be admitting
mail.com.
that.
Or ever.
Maybe they're
We should be
flu.
saying, hey, we get tons of email.
Oh,
Ease
yes.
up, guys.
Yeah, keep
Oh,
those cards and letters and the checks coming in.
That's right. Any
Gift
of them.
cards and-
Did you check the post office box? You're
Not
the only
this
one with a
week.
key.
Not this week, but we got a sneaky feeling it's empty.
You have a sneaky feeling?
It is Post Office Box, P.O. Box 70, Nocatee, Florida, 34268.
Yeah.
34268. How's the time
70,
looking, Mel?
pretty
You're blocking the clock over there.
fine.
We're groovy.
Yeah, that's right. So, and you can also check us out on YouTube and on Facebook, Coon Prairie Ramblers. That's always a nice thing.
That's right. Mel keeps putting the shows up there. Y'all go by and give those a listen if you're looking for
Yeah.
a way to fall asleep and just can't do that. Put us on. We'll talk you to
Give us
sleep.
a thumbs up if you get a chance.
Yeah, you can send in requests for anything that you want us to talk about, or if you have a
Yeah.
birthday or an anniversary and you want
That's
us to
right.
acknowledge it on the air.
Yeah, Amazon likes that when you put comments on.
Get your name on the radio. Wow, and all 5 listeners might hear it.
Five?
Yeah.
You're still at 5.
I think we are.
I don't know. I
yeah.
haven't had any evidence otherwise.
No. There's
I don't
never
know.
been an official count. We have no
We're going
idea.
to have to figure out another way to get our. Maybe we need a billboard downtown Arcadia.
Well, I want to do
Giant-
bumper stickers. Should we do some sort of promo? Some people should let us know. Should we do some sort of promo where people get excited about it? Should we do some giveaways? Should we do
Yeah.
some sort of contest?
T-shirt
let us know.
says "Be calm and listen to the Coon Prairie Ramblers."
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
Don't have a heart attack. Listen to CPR.
CPR, your weekly dose of CPR.
Yeah.
That's right.
I want to get a shirt made up with our thing.
We don't have a
Well,
thing
I think
yet.
Luke's still drawing it, isn't he?
We don't
We're
have a
waiting
thing
on
yet.
him.
Okay.
There was a thing, wasn't there?
I
a
started a
thing?
caricature of all 3 of us. 4 of us. I got to add Hairball now that he's part of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Got to add Hairball to it.
Yeah, we could have a thing where, like, where's Luke going to get it tattooed next? Get the logo tattooed
Yeah.
on him? See, now that'd be something.
No, we don't have to prove it. You don't want to see that.
Oh, no, we'll get it done locally. We have some tattoo shops, so, or at least one of them that I know of.
But if I'm wearing the tattoo, you ain't going to want to see it.
Well, you're not wearing it. It's wearing you, right?
I don't know. Stranger things have happened. Goodness. But anyway, keep listening, keep writing, keep calling, keep sending up smoke signals any way you can get a hold of us. Maybe we'll get you on the radio one day, be a special guest star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let us know if you'd
All
like
right.
to be on the show.
But for right now, we got to slip on out the back, Jack. And we'll be back in the short with segment number dos.
Hey, everybody, we're back again. Hey, Coon Prairie Ramblers circled up. We got Luke over there, Desperado. Hairball.
You got it right.
And,
Wow.
Yay.
And Emma said his little baby boy, Mel Jackson. I mean, Mel Man.
Oh, please.
Okay.
And segment 2, we all know what that means.
Hey, it's my segment
We're
again.
going to turn it over to Jesperado from Jesperville for the news of the weird. Can hardly wait.
Can you?
Scary.
Are
I
we
can,
waiting? No.
Wait with bated breath.
Bated breath. Pew. Wait, I knew I smelled something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my first one's out of Alaska. I thought this one would be kind of neat
Alaska.
because some people here have been to
Way up
Alaska.
north.
So it's kind of like it's two bears were on an Alaskan military base and raided a van outside a convenience store during its delivery route. And the bears were in there, and of course they tore up the packages and everything and ate everything. But the thing that was really interesting to me was it was a Krispy Kreme donut van. I've never seen a Krispy Kreme donut van.
I would hijack that thing.
Right? Apparently they only have them in Alaska or something because I've never seen one. Has anyone ever
Crispy.
seen a donut van?
They're probably in disguise down here in the south because then they'd be getting
Yeah,
attacked.
right? We'd all be following them.
It says like a septic tank service or something on it.
Yeah.
Keep us out of it.
I know. So I was wondering if when you went to Alaska, if you saw any military
looking
bases, Krispy Kreme donut vans, or bears.
I'll be looking from now on.
That's right.
You can bet that.
Track that down.
Going to Alaska in 25. Anybody wants to go, let me know.
Yeah.
Back to Alaska.
Yeah. So that's what
God's
happened.
country up there.
Way up north.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, we'll move on to my next one. My next one is about the library here in St. Paul, Minnesota. So this is a library book that got returned, titled Famous Composers, featured the likes of Bach and Mozart. Someone was sorting through a relative's belongings, and they ended up finding this book that was borrowed. The last time the book was borrowed was in 1919.
No way.
My mother's birthday year.
Yeah, 104 years
Yeah.
ago. Yes. Well, and they said that they kind of joked about it. They said there'd be no fine. They had
We
abolished.
were fined, 2 cents a day, I think, back in the
Yeah,
day.
it said many libraries across the country stopped charging late fees as of 2019. I'm not really sure
So they're
about
not getting their books back.
All right, now they've given up. They couldn't get one back from 1919, and they said they're gonna keep it at this point. They're not gonna let it go out anymore. They're just gonna keep it like an artifact at this point because
That
that's
book
how
would-
old it is.
If that book went back that far, some of the composers were probably still alive.
Probably.
checked out.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
There's
They
no
should
autograph by
check
any
and
of
see if
them.
there's an autograph
Beethoven
in
didn't
there.
autograph his page, did he? Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun.
Hey, look, it's his original something or another here. The score, you
right.
turn it upside down. It's another one.
That's exactly right.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
1919.
1919.
That
What a
is
good
crazy.
year, huh?
Wow, that was...
And they were nice enough that the library still existed and turned it in. Like, how nice are these people?
They said it's about time. They pulled the little card out
Yeah.
that goes back in the
Right.
slot.
And they made some lady go back there, the card catalog somewhere back there with a Dewey Decimal System. Who knows what?
Did the woman or the person bring it in, or did they just drop it in the box outside for fear of being arrested? I wonder.
Oh, I don't know. It says that they turn.
Ride by and fling it out the window and blow the horn.
Yeah, right. So
Wow.
funny though. Yeah.
That's heavy.
I wonder if they ever finished reading it.
We'll get back with you next week. I'm almost
I'm
done.
almost finished.
That's right.
One day I'll be done.
Wow.
Well, next one I have here is in Philadelphia. So apparently a couple of 4 men under 35.
A couple of 4 men.
Couple of 4 men, 2 couples of men. That's what that would be, right? A couple is 2. So if you
quartet
got 2
or,
couples in
A
that,
quartet. 2
no,
couples.
2 couples. Yeah, no, not gonna give it to me. Did I flummox you too much?
No, but
That's
I'm gonna
right.
flummox- I'm
That's
gonna
right.
flummox
I
you
used it
upside the
again.
head.
So,
She set me up with that. You know
Yes,
that.
yes. All right. So
Weasel.
4 Philadelphia men at least got arrested, even though it showed 6 the surveillance. They stole some dimes out of the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia. So $750,000 worth of dimes, which
They broke it in. They only stole dimes.
they stole dimes weighing about 6 tons.
I want to know how they got them out there.
Well, they said, it ended up being, I think there was a whole bunch of dimes, all over everywhere because, of course, dimes are small. It said it was a part of a spree of robberies of tractor trailers passing through that region. They also, maybe not these guys, but other guys at the same time stole frozen crab legs, shrimp, meat,
Same
beer,
ones?
and liquor. No, it was a whole spree of robberies, like this whole crime spree. So apparently they were eating good and paying for stuff with dimes.
Yeah, I'll buy that new car here.
I buy this new car. I just like to pay for it in some of these dimes, Well, they die pack the cash anymore, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
What you've got left now is the change, I guess you could take it to a Coinstar or whatever and turn it in, but to me, it seems like a lot of dimes for sure.
Keep the change.
Keep the change. That's the new thing, right? Well, we're going to move on with my change to another thing of change in Denver. So a Colorado judge got upset at a welding company that tried to pay off $23,500 worth of a settlement with a subcontractor. They sent the money in loose coins. Of course.
That shouldn't be illegal.
Well, it's not. He said it was, they ordered him to pay a more conventional method like a check. And then they had to, on top of that, pay an extra $8,000 to cover legal fees over the ensuing dispute over whether they had the right to pay in coins. So they paid some more coin to figure out whether they could pay in coin.
That's legal tender.
Legal tender. They said they shipped it in some big, huge, metal box, and they even took the extra step of taking the coins separated in boxes and dumping them loosely and randomly into the container.
Sweet. That's what I would do too.
Wouldn't that so nice? Yes. So they
That's what
did
I would
that.
do.
I mean, 3 tons again. That's a lot of coinage, isn't it? Oh my
You
gosh.
get flummoxed just trying to figure out.
That's right. They said it
how
was
to
too
separate
heavy
all
to
that.
be carried in a freight elevator. And let alone a forklift was required to carry it. All right. And my last one about money is out of Connecticut. So this guy in Connecticut found this bag of money, and it was about $4,700 worth of money.
Wow.
So in the bag, it looked like the police said the bag had the bank's name on the outside. There's
Yes.
deposit slips indicating the money belonged to the town. Actually, it belonged to the tax collector's office, actually. So it had everything, all the indicias of being, or the hallmarks of being belonging to the tax collector's office. So apparently it got dropped. The guy picked it up, and then he got in trouble because they caught him on camera picking it up. They asked him why he didn't return the money to the bank, and he said it never crossed his mind. It was more like finders keepers. He found it, they kept it.
That's
so
right.
they ended up trying to take him to jail, so he made out a check real quick and paid it off.
How'd they know he found it? It was a
No,
camera?
he was on surveillance camera. Yep. He was he just happened to find it, picked it up, got on surveillance camera, and they got him.
I
He
might
did.
have chanced it too.
Yeah, and he did have a good point. He was saying, the person that dropped it should be fired, not me trying to
Absolutely.
be, but who knows what happened.
$4,700. That's a nice little chunk of change.
Yeah, exactly. He said, I felt like I won the lottery,
Well, I would think that person probably did end up getting fired.
I mean, if it was a bag with
Probably.
nothing on it, maybe. But if it had the bank's name, a deposit slip, you knew that was really going somewhere. I mean, maybe you'd feel slighted by the tax collector's office, but you should not
I
take
would have
that
said,
money.
well, I was going to take it in the next day. I had to go home
Right,
and
exactly.
process all this because I felt quite flummoxed.
That's right. But he didn't. So yeah, I guess he must have. I don't even know how you would cash. I guess it was just cash. So he cashed it into his bank account, and then he made a check out.
He didn't have time to get out of town before they caught him.
No, they caught him right away. So they're good there. So don't go to
Denver? Where'd you say it was?
Connecticut. Yeah,
Connecticut.
Yeah, don't go there. They got some cameras up in there.
Goodness. Well, that about winds us down for segment 2. Very good. Good timing. Timing is everything. Last
That's
week
right.
we were way off, and that was my fault. So Mel had thrown a couple of Tarzan calls. But anyway, we're going to get on out of here one more time, but y'all sit tight because while we try to think up something for segment 3.
For what we are about to receive, may we be truly thankful.
What?
Hey, that's a prayer from Oliver.
Oliver who?
Yeah.
Oliver Hardy?
Anyway, we're going to be talking about Thanksgiving. Oliver Swift?
Thanksgiving, where'd that come from?
We're not going to be talking about Thanksgiving. Well, it's just
You have
you got
flummoxed
that
us
circle
all.
on your head. And,
Mel is flummoxed.
dog.
Mel is flummoxed.
Oh.
All right, I'll give you one
Yeah,
too.
By the time
Fine,
you
I'll
hear
give you a
this,
pity one.
Thanksgiving is over.
Oh, I know. We was going to talk about the businesses. I still had Thanksgiving on my mind.
Like less than a minute later,
Yeah.
after we talked about what we're going to talk about.
Well, he is right. To be honest, you are wearing that turkey on your head, so
and
you
it
know.
just flummoxed me some, you know.
And we're recording at night. It's making
Do I
us
get-
all very
do I
hungry.
gotta get dinged for, you said flummox.
When?
I said it flummoxed me.
He can't remember.
All right. We'll give him a back ring.
A back ring.
Is that like getting a backhand?
All right.
I'm too far away.
Okay.
All you Facebookers, if you're like us and you're reading Facebook every day, scrolling along, and something new is coming to town, a new restaurant, a new business of some sort,
yeah.
and before it even gets here come the people putting it down. Oh, it's going to be terrible. Oh, it's going to be horrible. We can't have that. We don't want that. Why can't we have this? And then it gets here and it opens up. And people go the first day. And they come back and say, oh, it's horrible. I'll never go back again. I knew they shouldn't open that here. They shouldn't hire anybody from Arcadia here. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, you know what the problem is.
They whine about everything.
They were raised that way. They can't help it.
Raised that way.
That's how their mother taught them.
Their
'Cause
mother
they sat
taught him
around
to
the house
comment on
listening
Facebook.
Yeah, back in the day.
Here's what you do, honey. You get behind that screen and you type whatever you want.
Oh, them keyboard warriors, they're really brave on the while they're typing stuff. Just like the Wawa.
Yeah.
The Wawa was coming, everybody's complaining. They were saying, oh, it's not coming, it's not coming. It finally came. It took them several years, but
Well, you know, I went inside of it. I've been inside one. I've bought gas twice outside, but I went
Right.
inside once. And I said to the lady next to me, who I happen to know, and I said, "Oh, it's like a giant Circle K," and she jumped all over me.
it's better than a Circle K.
Yeah, it's got good food. It's got pizza. It's got everything. And I'm
That's
like,
right.
"Oh,
People don't
I'm
have
sorry,
dirty
I'm sorry."
feet.
That's what I wondered. You know,
Circle K.
See, even I was guilty to a little extent of that.
Oh, Mel was trashing them too.
But did he trash him
but
on
I didn't
Facebook?
intend to.
But what my point was, the Wawa people, the Wawa people, detractors should be called wah wah.
Wah
Instead of
wah,
Wawa, they're the wah wah. Give them They should sell pacifiers there or nipple off a bottle. Here, suck on this and get out of here.
But you know, the neat thing about being in that store, I counted there was 10 people behind the food counter, workers.
Right.
And then there was 5 people out in the other part of the store.
Right.
There was 15. There was over 15 people there.
Well, see, that's a good thing. But people are always complaining about, I counted all my French fries and I was missing one.
Yeah.
Or he looked at me wrong, or she was just standing there talking to somebody. They wouldn't wait on me or whatever. But and
Do you know those people that's doing that?
some of them, if you read their names on Facebook, I should have brought my, I should have made a list and called their names.
Yeah.
But they're always whining and crying. They're not happy about anything. Oh, there's nothing to do in this town. Nowhere to eat. Something new comes. Oh, that sucks. I'm not going to go there.
Would you get sued for defamation of character?
I don't know. I don't care. Bring it.
Okay.
Bring it.
Which characters he's defaming?
Yeah.
He hasn't mentioned a.
But people are always like, we don't have a bowling alley here. We don't have a skating
Well,
rink
we
here.
have a bowling
We don't have a
alley.
movie theater here. Well, they wouldn't go to them. They would not. They'd go drive all the way to Port Charlotte or Sarasota, Fort Myers, and enjoy it down there before they would do it here. Then they closed up and, we don't have nothing here. Well, if they would frequent them,
And we don't have a swimming
Spend
pool.
some
We don't
money
have
there,
a
that's
bowling
right.
alley. We don't have a skating rink.
they let it all go away. And then they're complaining and crying about
we
it.
don't have ice skating. We don't have downhill slalom.
Bunch of whiners. Ain't got nothing here.
Why'd they move the arcade? Oh, never mind.
I was going to complain about something that I thought it better not. Never
Go
mind.
ahead. Go ahead. You're safe here.
I was going to complain about the splash pad. And my mom was complaining to me today that, we have all the county parks and then, the kids are off for Thanksgiving. Guess what? All the county parks are closed. There's nowhere to take your child if you want to go to the park.
Wow. What do we get? This is a conundrum, isn't it?
It is. It
Did
is.
they mention that on Facebook?
The water park?
Yeah, about that.
They're
No,
always going
I've seen
on about
complaints before.
Yeah. They're always going on about it. It's
I try to
I think
avoid
it's
that
hard
page.
for the city to.
I took Libby and Charlie when they were little. They had a good time right after it opened up.
I've never been there. But
Go to where you put your Speedo on. Go down there and
I'm afraid I'll
hang
slip
out.
and somebody will get a video of me doing a fail, and I'll end up on TV.
Well, please do.
World's funniest video.
We'll put it on our page. We'll put it on the Facebook page.
Oh man.
Yeah. And we'll get you out there when it's not working, see, and then we'll post that and we'll say, where is it?
Yeah.
Why isn't it working?
Yeah,
Because they have
I'll
the
be
latest and
standing
greatest.
right-
Supposed to have
like-
lights
like,
and
what's
everything
up
too.
In your
What's up with
Speedo,
this?
ready to get,
Yeah,
get for
exactly.
the water, and it's not there.
Mel came in his Speedo just for this Arcadia
That's right.
splash pad.
Stopping traffic, every horns blowing and brakes screeching.
I don't. Could I borrow yours? Because I don't have one.
I'm real particular about who wears mine. Oh,
Not
happening.
sharing Speedos.
There's some things you just don't share, and that being one of them. I promise you. But people are complaining about every little thing. You
yeah.
just can't make them happy.
I think it's just the way they were raised, man. You know, it's,
Raised to hate everything?
yeah. No, it's from a certain county. You know.
I was talking to somebody the other day in my store, and I was saying, you know, we got a lot of new things going on here. I've never seen it grow so much as it has within the last few years. And she looked at me and she's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, it's okay. It's a good thing. I've never remembered Arcadia growing this fast ever. I mean, I was born and raised here. I grew up on a dirt road, you know, so I don't,
It's a spurt. It happened in the mid 70s. Did the same thing. It was just
I wasn't around then, so I
places-
don't know. This is all
stuff
new to a
came
lot
out
of people.
everywhere, and now it's doing it again. We got the new gym. Was it the Planet Fitness?
Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
I see a lot of cars there, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody complaining about that. But it's mainly the food places.
Yeah.
They're going to whine and cry about.
Yeah.
Well, they already don't like their own cooking. That's why they're going out.
Yeah, they're cutting it down. They're already talking trash about Culver's, and Culver's is pretty much finished.
Oh,
I mean, they got a
yeah.
little bit more to do to it, but
Yeah,
they're crying about that now.
They can't complain about Culver's because they drive all the way down to Port Charlotte to go to.
They'll be like, "Welcome to atrocious," instead of delicious. What they'll be saying. But I believe you and I went to KFC right after they opened up.
That's right.
And we had a really good meal.
We did.
It was clean and a quick service.
And
The food was good. It was
and we haven't been
reasonable.
back since.
You go home and start reading it. Oh, you thought you was eating in a hog pen.
Yeah.
It was so nasty. It was so dirty. Blah, 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 blah.
yeah.
People couldn't have been friendlier.
KFC?
Uh,
Popeyes?
No, I'm sorry, Popeyes, not KFC.
I was like, man,
Popeyes.
it's been a little minute since we had a new
I
KFC.
was flummoxed there for a minute. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
It was Popeyes. You and I went to
That's
Popeyes.
right.
And it was good. And I went there one other time, went through the drive-through. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
Got it, went on down the road. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
I just do a mobile order. It's good. They're usually pretty
I
good.
got
you
no
know.
complaints about it at all. I'm looking forward to Culver's opening up.
Yeah.
We need more restaurants around
Looking
here.
forward to the Magnolia to open up.
That'll be pretty soon.
Yes, I'm looking forward to a lot of local things. The Magnolias. There's supposed to be a coffee shop downtown.
That's
I think
right,
There's
new
that
coffee
pizza
shop's coming.
place. And what is it?
The Brooklyn Oven pizza place.
Brooklyn
down on
Oven.
17?
Yep. And then Terra Fried's turning into Champs,
Champs
3
3.
with a new owner and some different menu items. So that should be nice. You know.
That's right.
So, you know, and it looks like downtown Arcadia is kind of like picking up too. You know, there's different things going in, which is nice, you know.
It's good for a change. I mean, the antiquers can stay, but it'd be nice to get some other kinds of shop down there.
Yeah, get
Draw
some
more
different
people
kind of
in.
revenue going, you know, not just antique revenue. Let's get some other things in there, you know.
That's right.
Get some mom and pop businesses in that stay here with their families, you know. You want people that work and live here. You don't want them to live here and work elsewhere or you know.
Downtown is nice. I went to a book signing on
Yeah, I saw that.
the
You
other
did,
day.
uh-huh.
My friend Hope Cross wrote a book, and I went down there and
Behind the chains or something. What was
Beyond
it?
the Barbed Wire.
Yeah.
It's like a ministry she has with young people behind incarcerated people.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good. But anyway, went down there. It was at My Shelley's. Hadn't been in there in a while. It was nice and clean in there.
Yeah, they got
Didn't
the
you used to
bacon place
yodel
down
there?
the street.
I used to yodel there. You came in and listened to me once or twice.
Yodel where?
At My Shelley's when it was the last chapter
Oh.
coffee shop. I used to sing in there quite a
I
bit.
guess they closed that chapter.
Yeah, the chapter's over. But speaking of being over with, we got to get on out of here. Segment 3 is about gone, so we're going to have to move on. So let us go, and we'll be right back with the If Bomb.
Fresh spring.
Hey guys, we're back again. You remember us, Coon Prairie Ramblers, and we're here.
I don't remember us.
Well, we're here to circle up and talk about this and that, and we're going to talk about the if bomb.
The F-bomb. We're going to try not to flummox you too much.
Yeah,
That's your word of the week. It means to confuse greatly. All right. Ready for the
I'm
F-bomb.
jealous.
Open the hatch and back up, boys and girls, because here she comes. Oh, looks like it's going to be a good one.
So.
Goodness, did you get any on you? All right.
I don't know where to go with these things.
Wherever
I'm
you
just
want
going
to
to
go.
sit
That
over here.
Devious mind of yours can go anywhere.
I think we're putting that dog asleep over there.
Yeah,
I think
poor
so
Toast.
too. Yeah.
She was really looking around. What
They
was
don't
that?
know what to think. If.
If.
All right, we're going to do a pros and cons thing, the good, the
Okay.
bad, and the
Yeah.
ugly. If you were suddenly 20 feet tall, you woke up tomorrow and you're 20 feet tall, what would be the advantages or disadvantages or the good or the bad
Yeah.
or the ugly about that? Would you like to be 20 feet tall tomorrow?
Actually, I have thought about this a lot.
Really?
Actually, like more like, what if I was 7 or 8 feet tall? And what would life be at 8 feet tall? But you're saying 20 feet tall.
20 feet.
Well, there's a big difference between 8 feet and 20 feet.
Is that like a couple of stories? Is that how tall that
That's
is?
2
Ten-
stories.
10
Two
foot is a
stories?
story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 stories tall. So you'd be taller than most of the places
Yeah.
here in DeSoto County.
So you could fall out of the 3rd story and not get hurt.
No.
You could step out.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I don't know how you'd be in there walking around or crawling around because
Yeah.
you got like your standard 8-foot ceiling.
Well, I think the 3-story would be your house, right? 'Cause you'd have to take out the first 2, and then just that would be it.
Yeah.
And build a bigger door.
Yeah.
Have one of them stilt houses. You can just walk
Or maybe you
into.
just take the roof off. You just get
You
out
like
the
a
roof.
garage door to come in through into your house.
Actually, it'd be, if you had a big top tent, like a circus tent, that'd be good.
Yeah, but it's not very permanent.
I wonder
Anyway.
what your gate would be on that.
You take a step. I mean,
Yeah, it would be,
like
know,
8-foot steps.
Yeah.
because I don't know.
If you woke up, no, this is when you wake up and you find that you're all of a sudden you're 20 feet tall.
Yeah.
And, well, first of all, you'd be wondering, I wonder how tall I am. And then you're laying in bed there, and your bed is broken, and your head's sticking out the window,
Yeah.
and the chickens are roosting on your forehead,
And your pajamas don't fit anymore.
and you realize, I got to do something quick, but I don't know what to do.
Where am I going to shop for clothes at?
Yeah, I got to get up. Then you get up and you can't get up because you're stuck in your room.
You get a sheet and you wrap it around and you make a toga. That's what you're going to have to wear for a while so you can
actually,
get some clothes.
You bust through the window. And you get outside so where you can stand up, and then you get your head together and you think, okay, clothes, sheets, things like that. Yeah.
Right. And you can't fit in a car. You got to
Well,
ride in the back of somebody's truck.
I mean, I think you're forgetting something. Usually when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I need to do is...
Pee.
Exactly. You've forgotten that very
you
crucial
imagine
first
being
step.
20
Yeah, but I'm
feet tall.
outside. No sweater.
You're already
down.
outside. Oh, it must be a guy thing. Never mind. You guys just pee
Can you
everywhere.
imagine being 20 feet tall trying to sit on the toilet? Your knees would be up over your head.
Washing your neighbor's car. Here you go.
Let's talk about transportation. You'd have to call an Uber and say, bring a pickup truck. Bring a dump truck.
Well, I would think that your gate would be so big, though, that you could like travel places pretty fast.
You walk downtown in like 5
Well,
minutes.
really, yeah. It wouldn't take me long.
No,
Wouldn't
no,
take long to get Arcadia, would it?
no.
You could be a track star.
Yeah.
Because you're already like 4 times the average size per person. So I mean,
But for the first day, there's so many things going through your mind, and you got to figure this.
You got to process
and
because you're
figure
flummoxed.
that. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
just getting one ring on that. I don't know.
Hey, it was right there for you and you missed it.
Ah.
Okay, so you make it to Arcadia in a couple bounds, and then hopefully you did remember to put something wraps,
Yeah,
something around you.
you get your toga on.
Yeah. If you could find, a sheet.
A sheet would do it, yeah.
would do
King
it,
size or queen size would work for you.
But on the way to Arcadia, you'd have probably got stopped by the Air National Guard, or they'd had to do a couple flybys on you, and taking pictures of you. And the news station would be all there already, and you know what? You'd be in a mess. It'd be a real
Hollywood
mess.
would come calling. They would want you in the movies if you're that tall. You could be a monster or whatever.
And I'm afraid, what if they like decided, hey, we got to lock this thing up. We can't have this big guy
Right.
running around.
You'd be a monster.
Yeah,
Plus, they get you in there. All the medical people be poking and probing.
yeah. And even if you talk like sensibly to them, like, hey, you know what? It just happened. they're going to have a mound of suspect.
Well, and you'd have to talk really loud because she'd be like 4 times as high as anybody.
Hello,
so you'd have to
down
like,
there,
yeah.
down
So
there,
then it'd be
down
like
there.
screaming at them. You know, this is probably how Bigfoot is made. See, that
Yeah.
poor guy.
You have to get on your knees.
He was
your
bigger and
knees.
taller than everybody else. So he just like probably went out the dead of night and just ran to the woods, man.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened.
Probably.
Probably. It's
I go
probably just a
camping with a-
regular
He ran-
dude just hanging out
He ran
there.
screaming, crying too.
Yeah, you know, he just got real hairy because he couldn't
Yeah.
shave. He's just
I
done.
go camping with a guy that's like 6'7",
Yeah.
and we all look up to him, and you go to hug him or whatever, and he's like, your face is buried in his chest. You
Yeah.
feel like a little kid again. But I can imagine someone being 20 feet tall, you're like
Yeah.
hugging their knees or something.
Yeah. I mean,
be
you know,
freaky.
if he'd be picking you up, you know, in order, like what'd you say? You sticking up to his ear, like
You can sit on his lap like a dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And you're not just growing up 20 feet. You're going to be wider, too. You're going to
You
be
probably
proportional.
weigh-
You'll be huge.
You probably weigh, what, 700 pounds?
You'd be like Andre the Giant, man. You'd be
You're
big.
bigger than him. He was
yeah.
only like 7-something, I think.
Yeah, so he'd be 3 times his size. It'd be huge.
He
You
could
would
play
be a giant.
basketball.
Sure, there wouldn't be.
walk over
Basketball
and
be the
drop-
size of, well, it'd probably be the size of your finger or something. Be so small.
He's so little, you just drop
Yeah,
it
You
in.
wouldn't be able to fly in an airplane.
No.
unless if
I
you
wouldn't
get-
want to. No.
Well, maybe you could do like a UPS or something, one of those cargo ones.
Yeah.
You know, you could just lay down.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you could do that.
Maybe get a job on a cruise ship,
That's what? A freak?
tossing people back and forth. You know, like let's,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
I'm going to juggle 4 people out of the audience. Y'all,
Yeah,
who wants to
come on,
volunteer?
come on.
Come up here. I'm
Let
going
me
to juggle
juggle
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know. You think you'd be that? I guess you
Or
could be that strong.
you'd be people would be on those what are those wires that they go sliding by on. What do you call that?
I don't know.
Conveyor belts.
You hook up to a wire and you go sliding for
A
5
harness?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The zip lines.
Zip line.
Mm-hmm.
He could be down there and just zipping you, making you zip real quick. Like, here we go. Shoo!
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get there real
Right.
quick, you know.
Imagine how much you would eat if you were that big.
You'd be constant, yeah. They would have to constantly feed you because it'd be a conveyor belt going in.
Yeah.
Then when you had to go out the other end, and where are you going to find a place big enough for that?
Who did that on my lawn?
You clog your toilet every time.
Say if he lived in Arcadia, all of a sudden, the logistics of getting all the food to Arcadia would change.
Yeah, water would be no problem, you know.
Yeah,
But
Yeah, but you
food-
couldn't go to anybody's swimming pool. That would be very unsatisfactory.
yeah. Once you jump in once, it's all out.
You walk right across the river, might be up to your
no,
waist.
that'd be like your bathtub, you know, a swimming pool. That's basically what that would be.
Wow.
And I
Yeah.
thought being 8 feet tall would cause some problems. Man, this is really bad.
What about shoes? Imagine what a pair of shoes would cost.
Yeah.
Well, can you imagine how much shampoo you're going to use? How much
A whole
deodorant?
bottle.
What size deodorant would you have?
They probably
you know,
wouldn't be wearing shoes. They'd be
have
wearing
armpits the size of a tumbleweed.
Flip flops.
flip flops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd be really flip floppy.
Just painting the bottom of your foot with tar.
Well, yeah.
How do you think your significant other would take it?
Well, depends.
That changes everything.
Yeah.
Had to pick her up to figure out what she said.
What do you say down there?
Yeah. Pick me up. I want to tell you something. No, pick me up. I want to tell you something.
Well, you crawl up here.
Are
You got
gonna
something
pick
to
me
say.
up or what?
You crawl up here. You got something to say.
Yeah.
You'd be scaring all the dogs and cats in the neighborhood. Look,
Your
you
wife
could,
would go get a megaphone.
you could pick oranges real easily. You could
yeah.
get something off the roof that was up there.
Uh-huh.
Just reach up there and get it.
Yeah.
That you would hire out being a get it down for me guy.
That's your job.
Yeah, you wouldn't need a ladder or anything.
I'm a roof cleaner.
Yeah.
The get it down for me guy. He's
Yeah.
20 feet tall. That's all he can do.
Time
Get
to
stuff
get on
down.
down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
You'd be in the Guinness Book of World Records. You'd be on television probably
You'd have all kinds of nicks and bruises all over your head from banging your head all the time.
because you can't get.
I don't think you'd be able to be indoors. You'd have to be outside. You'd probably be burnt.
you couldn't go in a movie theater. You have to sit in the back row or you'd block. I don't know how many
Imagine-
people.
Imagine the sunscreen you'd go through.
Imagine what a cannonball you could make if you jumped in the water.
Yeah.
You'd probably have to live in like one of those derelict, you know, big buildings or something. You know,
Imagine
you'd have to
sticking your
somewhere.
head
A barn.
into the barber shop, and the barber just, you know, all the hair would come off of you. They'd have to be sweeping all the
Because your head would be bigger. They'd probably take a weed eater to you.
You'd be laying there with your head laying in the door, and the rest of your body's laying outside. and the barber's whittling away on you.
I don't think I would do that. I wouldn't trust that. I'd just grow my hair out and be a Yeti.
Yeah,
Go live in the woods.
yeah.
Because you'd be a freak. People would be hounding you.
You know, there wouldn't be a whole lot really you could do.
What joy could you get out of
Yeah.
being that tall?
Yeah,
Unless you're a movie star.
yeah. But then they don't make that many. I mean, how many movies?
They don't do horror movies like they used to,
Yeah.
but they think of something. You'd have your own reality shows. What would happen?
Yeah,
Well, they can make a lot of costumes for you too. That'd be fun.
They'd pair you up with some little people,
yeah.
so you look really tall. They'd be like ankle tall to you.
They'd end up, what they would do, they put you in a zoo. You'd end up in a zoo.
Yeah, you look
Probably.
eyeball to eyeball with a giraffe.
Yeah,
Or be taller than a
Yeah.
giraffe, probably.
Yeah, you could ride an elephant and just look normal.
And your feet would be dragging the ground.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's got to be some advantage, though, to being 20 feet tall.
Well, so far you guys have said you can pick stuff up that you
You'd be
Get
strong.
Well, I'm getting kind
Hopefully.
of depressed thinking about being 20 feet tall. Maybe at one time I thought it was pretty cool, but I'm thinking maybe 8 foot would be better.
You could play hide and seek worth a flip.
Yeah.
I've seen some of these real tall people get on airplanes. It's a struggle. I don't even think you want to be 8 feet tall.
You'd be the ninth wonder of the
You'd
world.
have to crawl into the cargo space down below.
Mm, yeah, that's one of the
Yeah.
ones where you enter through the rear of the aircraft.
Yeah.
They would have to build a special coffin for you, and it'd take 20 people to carry you.
How imagine
With
if
your
you
pallbearers.
chose cremation, man? They'd have to burn like half the continent.
You're right about that. Have the fire department standing by.
Throw them in a volcano.
That'll work.
Yeah, and if you ran for office, you could just be a walking billboard.
You sure
Sure.
And
can.
wouldn't even have to have any words on you. They knew you was walking. You'd run for mayor.
Would you want to be 20 feet tall?
No,
I would like to try it for a week.
I would like to try 8 feet for a week.
Try it for a week. Would you like to be 20 feet tall, Jess?
No, I don't think so.
Not at all?
No, I want to be a little taller. I don't want to be 20 feet.
Well, temporarily. Just see what it's like.
No.
Oh, you temporarily
No.
No.
zip? Okay, that's enough.
A week. No, you got to
Oh man.
You got to do a week. We're going to have to get on out of here, boys and girls. It's time for us to get gone. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to remind yourself not to forget to listen next time.
Yes,
This
don't get
Saturday-
flummoxed.
Saturday at, you got you one. Saturday at 6 or Sunday at 8. Brother Kenneth Carlton, what's the frequency, Kenneth?
1480 AM on your radio dial. News Radio WFLN, Arcadia's news and information station.